Hey, what's up? Qidas here, and I was prompted to make this video, so I'm gonna make one. And it's about, I don't even know how to say what it's about. It's about how we're all one. So, I'm gonna try to say this for the first time without using metaphysical and spiritual terminology. So, this is an experiment for me and for my throat chakra. Wow, I just strike one right there with saying chakra. Anyway, we're all one. How is this most simply understood? Well, everybody understands the concept of a universe. Now, that idea comes naturally, whether or not you've been in a science class or a physics class. People understand that there's a world. Before you understood that there was a universe, you could go outside and you could see that there's space that goes on forever, as far as you can see. So you know there's a rest of the world. You know that there's unseen realms. You know that you're in something or on something. You can see the stars at night, so you know that off this planet that there's other things out there. So you know that you're encased in something. And we ask that question: is the universe infinite? Does space, what's out there, does that go on forever? Or is there a box that we're inside of? Maybe we're just inside of a computer system. People ask these questions. The answer, I'm telling you, for this video at least, doesn't matter. The point is that we're inside something. So we can call that the universe, we can call it the world, we can call it the matrix. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Hindus, they call it Om. It's the all-encompassing force. So there is something that encompasses everything, that everything is contained in. Now, I would say that the highest perspective is to look at life as though it is that thing. To say that this is the universe. I think that that statement is more true than saying, this is my cheek. This is the universe is more true than saying that this is my cheek, because it looks like it's my cheek to you, but then we could pick up an electron microscope and we can say, actually, you're pointing at 32 billion different cells, or I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you're pointing at the oil on your skin, not actually your skin. There's infinite levels. You could say it's fractal. You could keep zooming in forever and ever and ever. There's always new layers of what I'm actually pointing at. You can't determine what I'm pointing at. The only true statement, the only absolutely true statement is that this is the universe. That everything is one. It's all part of and inside of something. So we have the opportunity to perceive the world like I'm Keandre and this is my phone, and I'm the observer and that is the observed. But when you perceive life like that, then you always feel like you're separate, which means inevitably you're going to feel like you're a victim to your circumstances. So if you lose your job or if you get stung by a bee, you think, that's not my fault, that bee stung me. I just got fired, now what? And you feel like a victim. But if you remember that the bee is the universe and I am the universe, I stung myself, I am the job, I am me, I fired myself. It gives you a higher understanding of how to flow with life, because you are the one flowing. All that is you. All that is the universe, and it's doing its own thing. And if it's doing its own thing, it's flowing. So that's why people say go with the flow. Why is going with the flow the easiest thing to do? Because the universe is. Everything is you. So why would you resist any part of yourself? Unless you're trying to make yourself sick. So start thinking of the rest of the physical world as an extension of your physical body. Because we don't understand how all parts of our physical body work, yet we still work with them. Like, for example, if I were to develop some sort of rash on my arm, that's not something I'm consciously doing, but it's showing up on my body. And I would understand that nothing is completely random. There's no chance, there's no anarchy in the body, there's no chance or anarchy in the universe. That happened because of the environment I'm in, or it happened because of something that I've ingested. And I need to change my lifestyle and what I focus on and what I do to get rid of that rash. Same goes for if a bee stings you. It stung you because you were in its territory, or it stung you for some reason, you know? If you lost your job, there's a reason behind that, and there's steps to take to get to what you want. So having the understanding that we're all one is the highest perspective that there is. That is the Om, and that is why we meditate, to get rid of the idea, at least for the time that we're meditating, that we even exist, so that you can be in alignment with everything instead of just being in alignment with yourself. See, if you're a person that keeps secrets, you have no idea who you are. Because if you believe that you need to keep something a secret in order to preserve what you perceive to be yourself, you have no idea that everything is one. And all it takes is realizing that everything will flow when you allow it to flow. I'm not saying go spit all your secrets out right away, because that, I can be pretty sure, is not going to come easily and naturally to you. The universe flows like water and flows like all energy. It takes the path of least resistance. And it'll get there. It'll get there.